Hello everyone, my name is Brendan Snyder. Thank you so much for joining me and welcome to another episode of 5 Favorite Box Sets. So as part of my music collection, I've got over 11,000 CDs, but I've also got over 200 box sets. And while I typically focus on the individual albums, for this series here, I'm going to be focusing on my mini box sets. This one in particular is going to focus on iconic albums. But before we dive into these 5 favorite box sets, if you're new to my channel and haven't already hit the subscribe button, please click the button. Also leave a comment, hit like, all those things help support my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And of course, as an added bonus, by subscribing, you'll be able to stay up to date on all that's going on in the world of music, just like this, with 5 favorite box sets, iconic albums. So what makes a good box set, right? Lots of different things. For me at least, it's variety of material, including things like having alternate takes, demos, B-sides, outtakes, live versions, stuff like that. You know, something new for the hardcore fans, that unreleased material. And certainly if it includes a book and memorabilia and stuff like that, all the better. All right, so we've got 5 favorite box sets of iconic albums to go through. And the first one up is a little hard to see here, but it is the Guns N' Roses Appetite for Destruction box. It's embossed there, so if you can kind of see the logo of the Guns and the Roses there on it, that's what this one is. So obviously debut studio album from them, originally released in 1987, but this box set here came out in 2018, and it spans from 1986 up through 88, so a little before and a little after. It includes, of course, the debut album from 1987, but it also has the follow-up Lies on here from 1988. 4 CD box set, 51 tracks. 7 of the songs on here have never made it to a Guns N' Roses album, and also there are some early versions of songs that would later turn up on the Use Your Illusion albums. So disc 1 on here has the original 12-track album itself remastered. Disc 2 is called B-Sides and EPs, 12 tracks on it, featuring the EP Live Like a Suicide from 1986, the 4 acoustic tracks that would turn up on Lies, and the Live at the Marquee in London 1987 show. Then we've got disc 3, 1986 Sound City Sessions, which features 12 demo tracks, and disc 4, which is the 1986 Sound City Sessions and More, featuring 15 demo tracks, which also includes 6 alternate versions of those tracks there. So lots of cool stuff. Let's dive into this and see what we got. We slide this thing out here, it just comes out like this. We'll pull it out, and you can see there's this envelope thing right on the front here. Pretty cool here, LAPD case file for Guns N' Roses, and the book itself. Let's take a look at this real quick. So the back side of this just lifts right off like this. And you can see inside here, if I can get it open, that there's a bunch of stuff, memorabilia. I'm going to put it down for a second just so that I can pick this stuff up and show you what we got. But we've got some cool replica concert tickets in here. We've got this little postcard looking thing. Let's see, then we got some fake tattoos. If you want to look like your favorite character out of Guns N' Roses, you've got that. Cool original tour flyer. Then we've got some prints. Cool color shots of each one of the guys. Is he there? Right. Finishing off with Steven Adler. All right. And then we've got a poster of the original album art from the album. Of course, that was banned. I believe the artist was Robert Williams. And then we've got a cool, iconic poster of these guys. One of the most iconic shots, in my opinion, on all of rock and roll. Big poster. Let me see if I can get the whole thing in the shot. There's the guys with, of course, the logo below it. You know, nice to have that size poster, the kind you would have had on your wall back in the day. The posters that generally are around today, not that big. All right, and so then there's a book that comes with it. Lots of great band shots and things of that nature in here, showing different single releases and stuff like that, and just cool going-ons at the time. In the back of this is where we have I can get to it. There we go. That's the original album there. And then we've got the rest of the discs here that make this package up. But in all, a pretty cool package there for Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction, but also including Lies and some other cool things. All right, next one up that we've got, Whitesnake Slide It In 35th Anniversary Edition of the album itself, originally released in 2019. Cool box set here. So this one here, originally the 6th studio album from these guys, and originally released in 1984 and spans the years 1983 to 84. 7-disc box set here featuring 104 tracks on this. Pretty amazing there. Disc 1, which is a CD, is the original album, and it's the US remix of it. Disc 2, which is CD, also original album, but is the UK mix of the album. So it originally came out in the UK, and then it was later remixed for US release. Disc 3 in here, which is a CD, is the original album, but is a brand new 2019 remix of the album, which is actually quite good. I like this version of the album a lot. Then we've got Disc 4, which is a CD, monitor mixes and intros, featuring 20 tracks of demos from 1983, but it also includes 4 tracks from John Lord's last performance with the band in 1984. And Disc 5, which is a CD, is live in Glasgow, Scotland, 1984, featuring 13 tracks. Disc 6, which is a CD, early rough mixes, original demos, and obscurities, 30 tracks on this one here. But what I like out of this is a part called Unfinished Symphonies, which has 11 unreleased song ideas. I wish those would be finished up by David Coverdale and released as an actual album. Would be pretty cool. And then Disc 7, which is a DVD, music videos and live clips featuring 11 tracks, including a new interview with David Coverdale as he discusses the 35th anniversary edition of this album. So let's take a look at this. As I showed you, it's got all the track listing on the back side of this. And of course, you can clearly tell who this is, unlike the GNR one, which is a little hard to tell unless you kind of really, get it going in the light. So if we lift the top off this, just one of the old school lift top style, right on top there, you can see that there is a tour program, a replica tour program, which I'll go through in just a little bit. Poster in here, hardcover book, and if we lift the hardcover book up, the CDs are underneath that. So let's look at the tour program. This is my favorite part. I always love getting these. Tour programs to me are just really cool little like time capsules. Something that was made just for the tour, and different cool images of shots and things from the band, advertisements and stuff that were going on at the time. So it's kind of like going back and watching a recorded show that has the original commercials and things in it, stuff you're not going to see today. So kind of cool thing there. And we've got a poster in here of the album art itself. Open this up. You get this version of the album art in there. We've got a cool hardcover book. Again, always nice when they do the hardcover book in these things as opposed to, the softback ones, the ones that have staples in them, which kind of drive me nuts. But this one, again, has a lot of cool stuff, nice write-up in it. And you can see this piece. This is the, explanation, what they call the hype sticker. I love to keep those things. I usually put them in my books, use them as like book holders when I'm reading these things. And so a lot of good stuff in this one, of course, great pictures and so forth. And then the CDs themselves, which I'll pull out, and I like because they're all in individual sleeves. We've got different ones in here. Each of these, not gatefold, but they do have these plastic sleeves protecting them. I know a lot of you guys like that. And I like that they use different album art for these, defining something different about each one. So it's not just the same, album cover or blank, cardboard sleeve or something like that. But there you go. That is the Whitesnake 35th anniversary edition of Slide It In. All right, on to the next one. Is one of my favorite new box sets that just came out last year, and why I'm wearing this shirt. Kiss Destroyer 45th anniversary deluxe edition box set. Very cool here. This one, as I mentioned, 2021, so newest of all of these box sets. Fourth studio album, originally released in 1976 and spans the years 1975 to 1976. So 5 discs in this here, 69 tracks. Disc 1, which is a CD in here, has the original album newly remastered. Disc 2, studio demos, my favorite disc in here, and the reason I shelled out the near $200 for this thing. Pretty hefty price. I know a lot of people were complaining about that at the time. It's got 5 demos from Paul Stanley and 10 demos from Gene Simmons. Now, 13 of those tracks have never made it to a Kiss album. That was the reason I wanted this, and they are really good quality tracks. So we're not talking about tape hiss and all that sort of stuff. They sound really good, and it was just great to get those unreleased songs. 3 of the songs would later turn up on Gene Simmons' 1978 solo album, but they've never turned up on Kiss album. Disc 3 in here, which is a CD, has outtakes, alternate versions, and single edits. There's 22 tracks there. Disc 4, which is also a CD, is Live in Paris from 1976, a 12-track live show. And Disc 5, which is Blu-ray, has the original album itself plus 2 bonus tracks in 5.1 surround sound. So let's take a look at this. A lot of cool stuff inside of here. First off, that nice glossy cover to it. And this one here just lifts off. We can get this to go up. There we go. And pull that off. And we'll put that down. And then right on top of it here, we've got the hardcover book, which I will pull out and go through in just a moment. We've got the big hype sticker on this one that I have kept. And then we've got some other cool stuff, this folder on top, which has a bunch of cool memorabilia and things of that nature on it. We've got another envelope in here with some more cool stuff in it. And then we've got all of the discs. And I'll go ahead and show you the discs first. So we've got the album itself done as a gatefold style, which is very cool. Then we've got those cool demos that I was talking about. And again, I really like that they are individually done here. And this one also groups 2 CDs into it. So it's got those alternate versions and single mixes and things of that nature in it. And then we've got the Live in Paris album itself. And then we've got the Blu-ray disc itself. So all of them gatefold, individually done. And let's look at the book. So let's see, let's get some photos in this thing. Look at this stuff. I mean, really densely done. Lots of write-up in it, showing you all the different versions of releases, talking about different periods within the band during this time frame. But lots of great imagery and unreleased shots and stuff like that included in here, just really giving you the big picture of the whole experience during that time frame. And again, lots to read and take a look at. And then it's also got information on the tracks and things at the end of this. But then we've got these things, these folders in here, and this has got the embossed Kiss logo on it, and they just kind of open from behind. And then you can see there's a bunch of stuff on the inside here. So this one too has a tour program in it. Probably the original size too of it. Might have been a little bit bigger, but this one looks about the right scale. So very cool. Again, I just really love these. That's a personal thing, I guess. We've also got a couple posters in this thing. This is an iconic shot here. This one from Kiss, New York City, on top of the Empire State Building. Love that one. If I wasn't such a perfectionist about keeping all my stuff in pristine condition, I'd probably hang that one up. It's so cool. Another great shot of the guys live. And we've got some cool things, replica newspaper articles and things done to promote to the band and so forth. And that's a multi-page of stuff that's there. This is one thing that I really liked. I'm an architect, if you didn't know. There are drawings of the stage design for this thing, like blueprints. I mean, these aren't looking blue, but that is what they still refer to as blueprints. So drawings of the stage show like that. Very cool stuff. All right, and then we've also got an original Kiss Army pack here, and it gathers up stuff, I believe, from different territories. I think some people had talked to me about this. You didn't quite get all of this, but it did gather up all of the stuff from different territories, which is why there's so much in here. But, you know, KISS stickers that are in this, you know, meeting the members, some cool shots of the guys, things like, you know, the discography, and of course, one of the important things there, your membership certificate, and one of the type of newsletters that would have come with this thing. This one saying it's, you know, newsletter number 2. And then just some other cool stuff with this. I know that these cards are unique to this. Not sure why they did them in the bigger style like this, as opposed to regular trading cards, because that is what they refer to them as. But they did, and so they are unique to the box set. Some stickers that are included, another one here. All right, and then we got some more cool shots. There we go. Got a KISS Army card that's there. And then I'll pull out the rest of this. A couple more items here. Advertisements, I guess. Destroyer on sale. One of the album cover. Again, just very cool thing there. And this, another little smaller poster, but I like it too. The black and white. Very classic shot of the guys. And so there you go. That one there being the KISS Destroyer box. Lots and lots of things inside these. These deluxe editions really fill it up good. And next one we're going to talk about here, Pink Floyd, The Wall, right? Totally an iconic album here. The Immersion edition from 2012. This one here, another lift top style box. It was their 11th studio album, originally released in 1979 as a double album. And so this box set here was released in 2012, not specifically celebrating an anniversary as some of these other ones are. The material in here spans from 1979 to 1981 and is a 7-disc box set with 122 tracks. That's got to be some kind of record for these deluxe editions, at least. Disc 1 and 2 is the original album remastered. Disc 3 and 4 is The Wall Live from 1980 to 1981. And disc 5 and 6 is work in progress demos. Broken into 7 programs. This thing is my favorite thing that's on here. So it features original demos from Roger Waters and the band. And these were edited together and sequenced together at different times to try to get a feel for the album as they were working on it. And then disc 7 in here is a DVD which features live track, a video track, as well as an interview and documentary in here. It's about a 75-minute long DVD, so it's packed full of stuff and it's very cool. Again, so let's take a look inside this thing. The art on this, the unique art that they've done for this is very cool by comparison to what the album art that we know and love as just the brick wall. So this, again, lift top style, just pops right off like that. Oops, having a little tumble down of all my stuff sitting next to me. Pink Floyd, The Wall. So this is like a hype sticker. This is what was on the back to let you know what came inside this. It does have this protective sort of egg crate thing over here that we can take out of this. And there's another little hype sticker that was part of the plastic. But then you see inside here is a whole bunch of goodies right in this. I'm going to lift all the stuff individually out of this. First thing being all these coasters that spell out Pink Floyd. So I'm not going to go through all of those, but cool nonetheless. And then a scarf that looks like the brick wall. Then we've got these. A lot of people have questioned these. I don't really know the rationale either, but we've got a bag of marbles, 3 marbles, and they are made, in this case, made to look like the brick wall. So those are in here. I guess just something unique that's not part of regular box sets and stuff of that nature. Then we've got little envelopes with things in it like this, collector's cards. So each one tells a little something on the back side. Okay. And then we've got another little envelope here, and inside this one, It's got a die-cut concert ticket, cool there, cut out, and backstage pass. Cool fabric one too, so not just a sticker type version. All right, then we've got this, which says it is the Mark Fisher cards. Looks like these are sketch versions of things. We'll take a look at those. Apologize if any of these are upside down or not the right way. But yeah, that one's going the right way. So is that one. So I guess this was just ideas of what the stage would look like and so forth. So very cool stuff there. Kind of like those blueprints that I liked from the Kiss one. They have a little book here that are the credits. So just every buddy who performed and whatnot, production and stuff on the album. So you still get that stuff there. Then you get this very large scale poster, which is all the lyrics on this, if I can get this thing open here. So interesting that they did it as a poster that opens up like that instead of like a book. Kind of makes it hard to follow along and read the lyrics, but again, probably just trying to do something a little unique and different. We've also got in this cool art print here from Gerald Scarfe. We've got a Pink Floyd The Wall book. Now this is one of the soft cover ones, but very cool. Looks like we got lyrics in here too, so I guess you don't have to open that poster all the way up to get those out of here, but you got a lot of cool shots and stuff in this as well. There's some more of the lyrics and so forth. So nice, big book here with full of stuff. A lot of cool little art things that are in it. This one here, booklet for the Immersion box set, it says. And this one here, just a lot of cool photos and things like that taken down around the time of this, live shots and very cool like that. Now, so we're down to the CDs, and I always found this kind of interesting. So if I can kind of hold this up, you can see that there's these individual cards here. Each one of the discs does have a white sleeve, but the discs themselves are actually attached to the box themselves. I guess, I don't know if this was something that was done later after it had come out, or other versions people had complained because those discs do come loose and shake around and so forth. But you could take those off and slide them into those if you want. But then you've got 3 other discs that do come in their sleeves, and I like these because these are the demos. And so 41 tracks on this one and 23 tracks on this, different demo versions, and a word about each one of them and the different programs and recordings of those. And then you've got the DVD disc 7 that's here that has the live track, the video track, the behind the wall documentary, and the Gerald Scarfe interview on it. So good stuff there, lots to go through. As I said, with all of these, just lots of cool memorabilia and things of that nature on it. And so for the final iconic album that we are talking about here today, it is The Who Quadrophenia. So the director's cut is what this box set is called, originally released in 2000, originally the box set came out in 2011, but it is the 6th studio album that originally came out in 1973. So this one here, very cool, slides out from the side. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. Again, this was a double album, also like The Wall was, and not celebrating a specific anniversary or anything with this one here when it was released in 2011, just coming out as the director's cut. Spanning from 1970 to 1973, 6-disc box set, 53 tracks. Disc 1 and 2 are CD. They're the original album remastered. Disc 3 and 4 also CD, which are demos spanning from 1970 to 73, featuring 26 demo tracks on here in total, including some of these that didn't make the album. Disc 5 is a DVD. It's got 8 tracks on it in 5.1 surround sound, and Disc 6, which is a 7-inch single, which has 515 on it, and the B-side Water, which was not released, I believe, in the US, and this is a French version of it. So let's take a look at this. As I mentioned, it just slides right out from the side, and you can see there's this envelope thing that's right there. Let me put that down. So we'll take a quick peek at this, and it tells you everything that's in here on the front side. So it says it's got overture notes, handwritten lyrics to 515. It's got this thing that's called The Head, which is a drawing in here. It's got the unedited story of Quadrophenia, a presentation where Pete Townsend says he was asked to write to management and explain what this whole thing was. It's also got a shot of the character Jimmy in color, because most of that was shot in black and white except one film roll, so there's a color shot. And then it holds the 7-inch single in here. So let's dump this stuff out so we can take a quick peek at these things. And so we do have the 515-inch single there on vinyl, and it does have an inner sleeve in here as well. We get some handwritten lyrics that are in here, which I like because they're done on both sides of this. It's really reproduces it, and in this case, even little fold outs on it. Here's that head shot drawing, which there's the explanation on the front. These are the other things, those explanations that he was talking about for the presentations and stuff like that, and that color shot of Jimmy. All right. And then we've got this beautifully done book, coffee table style book that's in here. There is a poster inside this, and I'll open that in just a moment. You can see we got the album itself up front, and then we've got the rest of the discs in the back of this. But in terms of the book itself, beautifully done, lots of cool write-up and stuff to read, excellent shots, what's going on, reproducing again some of those handwritten lyrics and things of that nature, but recording shots and stuff like that. It also has the lyrics in here. It's got, shots from the movie and so forth. Don't know why they didn't include that in here as part of the DVD. Would have been cool, but probably as a rights thing. And then we've got the this poster that's in here. One of the iconic shots there, an alternate cover of the album itself. And so there you go. 5 favorite box sets of iconic albums. Hopefully you enjoyed this. For related videos, I have done full reviews and unboxings for the Guns N' Roses, the Whitesnake, Kiss, and Pink Floyd. So I'm going to leave links in the description below if you want to dive deeper into any of those. And certainly if you've enjoyed this, consider sharing this video out on social media. I would really appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a good day and take care. And I'll be talking to you all real soon. Bye-bye, everyone.